tariff trade war 2025, and America's economy has been thrown into chaos. Lots of craziness happening, guys. First thoughts.
It's obvious he had no plan going into it, right?
Right.
He like all across the board tariffs on every little country, including ones that just have penguins. All right. So, anyways, he wasn't thinking
No.
ahead of time, and then all of a sudden he pauses the tariffs after saying he wasn't going to pause, and then he raises the tariffs on China, and then all of a sudden he does an exemption on technology, which makes no sense. So you're going to put tariffs on textiles and clothes, but you're not going to put tariffs on the technology, the phones, and other things, which would actually help manufacturing, if anything, in the United States. So it makes no sense whatsoever if you're thinking about the U.S. economy. What I think he's doing, he's going to do these tariffs, and for some reason he thinks, I don't know, he's getting his ideas from the late 19th century, but it's like, oh, these tariffs are going to be a regressive tax. We're going to collect money, and then, hey, look at all this money we got. We can make a tax break for the top 1% of rich people. And that's what his plan is, I think.
The fact that the stock market lost somewhere between 5 to 10% within days of his tariff threat, and then when the bond market started tanking is when he pulled it back and said, we're going to have a 90-day pause, right?
Right.
So this guy is so scared of actually causing a 1929 style crash in the stock market, all right? He doesn't want to be the president who caused the new depression, all right? I am getting the sense that this Trump is too much of a chicken shit to actually go through with his threats, full bore. I'm convinced of this.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't mean he's doing a good job, all right? Because he's trying to get the world to bend their knee to his whims, right? He's trying to dictate what he wants for whatever, economic interest that he has personally. But he's like a bully who's going to just capitulate once people start standing up to him. And it's so many countries are sort of joining forces and coming up with their own agreements to fight against the U.S. now. And this is just going to be bad for American business.
Yeah, it's completely ill prepared. All right, and then he is destroying the economy when he didn't have to. He could. Why didn't he just try to negotiate with China first? I mean, that might have been a little bit more understanding or rational. He instead he went ahead and did all that, destroyed. The stock market plunged, and then he's doing all this tariff war with China and stuff. It's ridiculous.
This is his art of the deal. This is what his This is his approach to how he approaches every deal.
That's what Fox News is saying.
I'm convinced that he is trying to recreate the bankruptcies of his businesses, but he's doing it with the American government.
He thought he had a lot more leverage than he really does. That's the thing, and now he's really has to walk back.
Well, I can only think of when he was like a franchise owner in the USFL, and he basically led the campaign to sue the NFL.
That's right.
And boy, that really worked out nicely for them.
He technically won the case.
Yeah, for $1.
He won $1.
Yes,
that's true. So,
and the USFL folded.
Wow, he's a business genius, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
He's only had a few good deals in his lifetime. I don't know exactly what we call a good deal.
The Apprentice.
Yes.
The Apprentice is. I mean, you could say that the producer maybe probably did better work than he did.
Oh no, the producer of The Apprentice should be blamed for all of this shit.
I mean, that
Seriously.
basically helped his image and marketing to,
Right.
People are like, oh, he's a great businessman. Let's vote for him.
Yeah.
That's part of the appeal.
Guys, those Trump steaks were delicious, though. I have to. I did not buy a Trump steak. I wouldn't buy that garbage.
I mean, Apprentice was the 8th best reality show in the United States ever.
But it made him look like a genius. That's the problem.
Uh-huh.
So President Donald Trump leading us into economic chaos for no fucking reason, because the economy was humming along when Biden left office. We had reached all-time highs in so many markets, and you know what Trump had to do? Nothing to
Just
keep
like,
it going.
Let it be.
Just go fucking golfing every day, asshole. Just leave everyone alone.
Do little things at least. Don't just do like the things that he's doing. You know.
It's
nothing.
ludicrous. If he just, I would be willing to let him go golfing every day. You know, waste
That's what he did last term. He really didn't do nothing.
waste taxpayer money and just let the economy hum along.
It's
All
that
right.
Navarro guy.
Oh, that guy's a
Ron Vara?
Ron Vera, the fake resource that he alluded to
Ron
in his
Vara
books.
told me this.
Dude, Peter Navarro should be, he should be kicked out of office.
He should be held responsible.
Yeah, accountability.
Cool.